Hi everyone, my name is Lieke de Boer, and I am not a research software engineer. I work at the eScience Center, which is a place with a diverse set of research software engineers. This is Joy Bualambwini. She's a digital activist based at the MIT Media Lab. In her work, she saw a facial recognition algorithm that literally could not see her. This is her friend. The algorithm could see her. When Joy tried, the algorithm failed. The people who coded this algorithm hadn't taught it to identify a broad range of skin tones and facial structures. This demonstrates a broader point. Research works with data, and data is often about people or is used to reach users of software, who are people. The software we write to understand data can be biased as a result of non-diverse developer teams. This brings me to the first incentive to increase diversity. We need research software that works. A non-white colleague at the eScience Center pointed out to me that if any of the developers of the algorithm with biases would have been non-white, these algorithms would not have been as faulty. We know that research software engineering as a field isn't all that diverse. The Software Sustainability Institute survey can demonstrate that. We can see that at least in terms of gender diversity, the 2022 survey already showed 4% more women in research software engineering in the Netherlands. And in addition, at our own eScience Center, 11 out of 56, or 20% of research software engineers are women. We do not collect data about other types of diversity, but collecting this data could help us gain insights in other forms of diversity. This is Sine Gabriel, associate professor at the University of Amsterdam. He studies artificial intelligence. One night when he was out with colleagues, he was ignored by a rotating door because the camera that recognized when it had to start spinning did not recognize someone with dark skin, a human. As I said, he also happens to study artificial intelligence, and he makes the point that there are many such algorithms. Not only algorithms that discriminate against people with dark skin, but algorithms who discriminate against migrants in legal matters, algorithms that disadvantage women in financial transactions, and elderly people in medical treatments. And therein lies, he says, a great danger, because it can strengthen existing socioeconomic inequalities. And if we want research software that is unbiased, we should try and avoid this as much as possible. That brings me to the second incentive to increase diversity. We need fair, and that's lowercase fair, research software. One way to solve this is to increase digital literacy. Sine Gabriel goes on to say that both digital literacy and digital numeracy are needed to understand how algorithms work and how they are made, and what dangers they pose and what opportunities they offer for individual citizens and society as a whole. At the eScience Center, building digital skills among researchers is part of our mission. Through workshops and trainings and through community building and networking, we try to build digital expertise and understanding of algorithms with that. Now, I feel at a risk here of speaking like some sort of Joris Luijendijk. He published a book earlier this year introducing 7 checkboxes. A Dutch person who can check all 7 boxes is in a position where they can glide through life without problems and without regard for those less privileged. As a result, they're very likely to reach high-ranking positions. Now, here's the list. For those who are Dutch, I apologize if this list has angered you, if you're very bored of it. And for those who aren't Dutch, this created a huge amount of discussion in the Netherlands. On the one hand, because of how ironic it is that a white male got so much attention for this. It also created a huge amount of discussion about all the checks that Joris had missed altogether. Without going too much into that discussion, I do think this presents one way of incentivizing diversity. I think this discussion is good. We should talk about it in order to understand inequality. I'm from the Netherlands, and this discussion has only in recent years really started to gain some serious attention. In order to achieve diversity, research software engineering has a unique position because we can make use of the fact that software engineers can come to us from all backgrounds. Programming happens to be a skill that people do not acquire during their university education. If they did, there would be no eScience Center or no National Center for Digital Expertise to have to educate researchers in these skills. If those who hire research software engineers focus on skills and not on qualifications, a bias in hiring that comes from having studied the right thing or the right course at the right university could be avoided. In order to achieve quality and fair, lowercase fair research software, we need diversity. And to achieve diversity, we need awareness of the need and cause for non-diversity. Research software engineering has a unique opportunity to hire people from diverse backgrounds. Thank you very much for your attention.